All right, here we go. Hi, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing awesome. This stream was a little bit rushed together for me. I knew about the state of play, but my studio is in complete disarray. It is chaos in here. Literally, I have like holes in the wall. I have crap torn down. There's stuff everywhere on the floor. A crap load of construction and destruction going on. Let's just say we are fully in the midst of building out our E3 set. It's going to take probably at least 3 to 4 weeks before everything is done. Now, that doesn't mean when I record videos, you're not going to see, a decent looking set. That part of the set is kind of done. Been redone a little bit. Maybe you'll notice a couple new things in the background that's specifically meant for E3. But either way, it's going to look crazy good. I can't wait. We have so much testing to do. I have a whole bunch of commission stuff coming in. So if you guys are not excited for E3, you should be. We're giving away thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Games, consoles, Pro Controllers, Skyward Sword Joy-Con. $50 eShop cards, $100 eShop cards. There's going to be competitions where you could face off against me or Eric, and if you beat us, you win prizes. There's going to be competitions between me and Eric during E3, not betting specials, but literally us playing games against each other live during the E3 broadcast, and the loser getting punished in specific ways. We're still organizing all of that. It's going to be a great show, but today isn't about E3. Today isn't about isn't about Nintendo or Microsoft or Ubisoft or what. Today's about Sony, because Sony will not be at E3. So they haven't this event now, and I bet you they'll probably have some sort of event later in June, if not July. I mean, I doubt we're just not going to get another State of Play till PSX. State of Plays are always a very interesting thing to me. They're full of possibilities, I guess is the way to put it. Possibilities. And right now, my camera is going in and out on the focus one. I'm going to switch it over to manual focus mode. My camera, I don't even know how my camera is working right now, so 1 second. All right, that should be a little better. It shouldn't be bouncing in and out anymore. Dude, everything's in disarray. This is the most chaotic construction I think I've ever had in the studio. And when I say studio, this is a home studio, guys. This is a dedicated... Gosh, I'd say probably a dedicated 22-foot by 15-foot room in my house that's literally for nothing other than Nintendo Prime. And there's even now a back room, which has now been fully reclaimed. I used to have a bunch of my kids' stuff in it. It's been fully reclaimed. It used to be the green screen room. It's still all green. We put our shelves up in there. There's another set in there that I'll use once in a while. Yeah, it's going to be green on the walls. We decided not to repaint the walls because we have too much going on for E3. But it's fine. It doesn't look that bad. I don't think it looks that bad. I put pictures up on Twitter and Instagram. Anyways, today's about Sony. Stream hype. Hope I have an awesome day. I am. And thank you so much for getting me started today. You know how much drinking I need to do today. It's also draft day. And I'm a Green Bay Packer fan. And, of course, the news breaks today that Aaron Rodgers wants out. So... there go my Super Bowl hopes for this year. Not that the Packers are going to win anyways, but cheers, man. Also, in all the destruction, guess what I found, folks? Any of our old school members back when we used to do shots, right? Lots of shots during live streams. We've been doing them for a while, but I mean like back in 2018, 2019. Really, 2018 was the heyday. Guys, remember this? Remember a little Captain Morgan Cannon Blast? Found it. Oh, remember this? Pumpkin Spice? Found it. This is in addition to the other alcohol that's available in the house and the beers and all that. So yeah, I guess if we get some higher super chats, I could bust out some of this stuff and just see how nasty it is. But cheers, man. I'm excited, man. 7 minutes and 19 seconds until the official start of this. One thing, I have to make one quick change to my thing here on my layout. Again, this is so last minute for me. Like, it still says Resident Evil Showcase. I don't want that to be the State of Play logo. Yeah, dude, this is so last minute for me. But I'm doing the best I can. Not that I didn't know about this ahead of time. I clearly knew about this ahead of time. The issue is very much my own. Very much, I'm just unprepared today because the studio is completely destroyed. I thought I was going to have this done last night. I'm not anywhere close. This E3 project is bigger than I could have ever anticipated. I mean, I even got a Star Wars shirt on today. You see that? Star Wars. Yeah, this is a damn. And now my children's about to walk in when they're not supposed to be in here. What's up, kids? What, bud? I'm literally working right at this exact moment, buddy.
And you done?
Well, no. I have a lot of stuff to do today. However, bud, why don't you guys use your tablets? You can use them now. I have no idea. Upstairs somewhere.
I'm not finding them.
My children. Ask Aiden. He would know.
No, we won't.
Yeah, he would. Oh, my kids. All right, I think we're good to go for the state of play part now. In fact, we might as well switch over to it just in case I think we are switched over to it actually. I meant to make that change without you guys seeing it, but you know what? It is what it is. That's how disorganized I am today. Pokemon Let's Go. What about Pokemon Let's Go? They're not going to announce Pokemon Let's Go. That's dumb. This is Sony. So I expect to see Ratchet and Clank today. Because that's like their next big game coming. Maybe they'll touch upon Returnal that just came out. Which, by the way, I am not playing Returnal right now. I thought about buying the game. But the reason I'm not buying Returnal is not just because funds are a little tight right now after investing a bunch of stuff for E3. Really, what happened is Returnal requires these really long play sessions, right? Like you have to play for a while before you between checkpoints. So like it could be like 2 hours. You can play for 2.5 hours before you hit a checkpoint. You can't just save the game whenever you want. So if you put your PlayStation 5 into sleep, which happens because hey, I played for an hour and a half, I need a break, or I gotta do kids, I gotta do whatever, and you come back to it. Sometimes the game crashes. If the game crashes, you lose your progress. I can't do this. This is actually, I don't know how common this is, but it's something I noticed with Miles Morales as well. There's no way to save your game. It's all checkpoints. And if you don't hit the checkpoints, your progress is gone. Now, in Miles Morales, it's not as big a deal because the checkpoints happen probably like every 5-10 minutes of gameplay. So it's almost like an automatic save. It doesn't feel too bad in Miles Morales. But in Returnal, the checkpoints for saves are so far in between, according to reviews. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to play that game. The chances of me getting 2.5, 3, 4 straight hours to sit there and play games to hit different checkpoints, I don't have that kind of time as a parent. I have to walk away from my gaming system a lot. So I kind of can't play the game because I'm too afraid that I'm just never going to get anywhere. Or the progress is going to be super slow as I'm replaying entire segments of the game. So I don't know if this is... guys, I'm new to Sony platforms. PlayStation 5 is my first Sony platform since, like, PlayStation 1. So, I don't know if this is common with PlayStation exclusives. I hope it's not. I don't know why they don't just let you save whenever you want. There's no manual save. No, it's all checkpoints. Same is true in Miles Morales. There's no manual save in Miles Morales. It's all checkpoints. I did not find that Pokemon Let's Go card. Not yet, though. I'm not done. I'm not done. We tore down a whole wall. Oh my god. This E3 set's insane. And now we have 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, and potentially a 5th, a 6th. We might have 6 different sets for this channel. Holy shit. When it's all done. When it's all done. Hold on. Now my children are coming yet again. So it's a little insane. My Hades crashes, it's on top of it because they're both the same genre. That's a lot of sets, yeah. I mean, so 2 of the sets are basically... All right, so Our E3 set is like 2 different sets put together. Okay. So there's that. That's just how that, like, there's one set that runs into another set, and I did some frame. It looks, oh my god, it looks so good. So there's that set. Then you have the normal set that you guys have seen for a while with the TV and the foam in the background. There's the one angle of that set where I use it for videos, and there's the other angle that's more head-on that I use for the podcast. Those sets aren't really changing much, other than the foam being better lined up. Actually, there's a little bit more in the background of one of the sets, but whatever. There's going to be another casual gaming lounge set. This is where, like, you have a couple knickknacks on the shelf behind. You're going to have, like, a gaming couch. It's like a traditional man cave gamer setup, but set up for gaming more than sports and stuff. So that's going to be another set that we're going to be working on over there. But that set's like last on the agenda to worry about. Right now it's podcast set. We have our one set with the monitors in the background. Everything's in disarray. I can't even show you what's going on here. It's crazy. I have nowhere to set my arms. My desk is full of crap right now. It's just nuts in here right now. But it's coming together. The vision's coming together. It'll be all worth it in the end. You're never having kids? Kids are a lot of work. I can't wait for TMNT on the Switch. That new one looks good. Did you download your free copy of Horizon Zero Dawn? No. And I'm pretty sure I missed the window because when I was looking for it yesterday, I didn't see it. I really hope I didn't miss the window to download it because I was just too busy to even turn my PlayStation on. It's not Sony's fault. I've been busy. College and kids and everything. It's a busy life. Did you forget about the new Harry Potter game? Could be some new Harry Potter game. Could be a lot of stuff. Why does it say... Why isn't it live right now? It should be starting right now. There it is. Here. We're live, everyone. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Is it actually live? Yeah. Alright. Any second now. I don't know why. Like, it was going live and then it just didn't. So 10 seconds. Here we go. All right, Sony, what do you got? E10 Plus. Huh?
Welcome to an all-new State of Play. We've got more than 15 minutes of new Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart PS5 gameplay coming right up. But first, let's check in on 2 other exciting games coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 consoles this year.
I knew they were going to push that game. Ratchet and Clank
made it to 4546B. Landing was a bit rough, but I don't think they spotted me.
Hi, I'm Jeff, audio producer at Unknown Worlds. Set 1 year after the award-winning original, Subnautica Below Zero plunges players into a frigid underwater adventure in search of answers. Here, the native wildlife above and below the surface might consider you a tasty treat, assuming you don't become an ice pop first. The previous research crew has vanished, including your sister.
This was Sam's necklace. She never took it off.
To uncover the truth, you'll need to get crafty, building tools and shelter for your survival. But even that may not be enough.
I told you to stay off my land.
With the PS5 DualSense controller, every icy shock feels like it's being sent right into your hands. The haptic feedback system allows you to feel each adrenaline-filled chase and provides visual and audio cues as you use resources, encounter key game moments, or get into situations where
what I like about this game is this feels like a smaller
By the time
game.
you squint to see what's ahead, it may already be too late. Fortunately, when you play Below Zero on PS5, players will get a crystal clear experience with up to 4K graphics, targeting 60 FPS when in performance mode. And if you already own a physical or digital version of the first Subnautica on PS4, you'll be able to upgrade to the digital PS5 version at no additional cost. We hope you're as excited as we are to dive into the world of Subnautica Below Zero when it launches on PS5 and PS4 on May 14th.
May 14th. Let's go. Why are we Among Us? Okay. Yes, it's officially on PS5 now. There you go. I don't know why it's not on PS4 yet.
We can't wait to dive deep into Subnautica Below Zero.
And that's it?
And make baseless accusations against our crewmates
Now it's
in
gonna be
Among
Ratchet and
Us
Clank.
later
Ratchet and
this
Clank's
year.
gonna look so good.
Looks like Ratchet and the gang are ready for the spotlight.
Here we
Next
go.
up, Insomniac Games will lead us on a tour of this June's
Here we go.
PS5 action adventure.
Come on, Ratchet and Clank. Let's go. Totally picking this game up, by the way.
Missing infobot located. Initiating retrieval.
I'm Marcus Smith, creative director of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, a brand new full-length Ratchet and Clank adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5 console. Today we're going to introduce you to
That's
some
a
of the
lot of
gameplay,
cars.
characters, and arsenal of Rift Apart. Whether you've played every game since Ratchet and Clank's debut, or you're brand new to the series, Rift
Brand new.
Apart is a standalone adventure that you won't want to miss. Let's get into it.
Clank? Clank? Lombax? What is this place?
That character model looks so good.
Where are you, Clank? Maybe someone around here has seen him. Have any of you seen a little gray robot anywhere? Green eyes, red antenna, very charming?
Ratchet has been separated from his best friend and partner Clank, and is now in a new dimension in a mysterious urban sprawl called Nefarious City.
Please let there be good news behind here.
Ratchet quickly finds out that in this dimension, Dr. Nefarious is a much more capable villain.
Welcome to the Nefarious City Bazaar.
Damn.
Please remember to thank our marvelous Emperor before, during, and after making your purchase.
Emperor? Does that mean
That is
there are
an
two
impressive looking
Nefariouses now? Clank first, Nefarious later. Maybe he's in this bazaar.
Thanks to the new hardware, the worlds in Rift Apart are more beautiful than ever. Cities are full of life with traffic and civilians milling about everywhere. Rift Apart is full of the unexpected. Characters in this new dimension are not always the same as they were in Ratchet and Clank's dimension. Ratchet comes across Miss Zircon, the weapon vendor in Rift Apart.
Wait a second.
You forgot your order? Well, come right in. Miss Zircon will sell you weapons, but you gotta be less conspicuous, or the resistance will not last.
The Resistance?
Oh, apologies, sugar. Miss Zircon is still new to all of this espionage.
Release the hostage!
Clank has been taken by a mysterious new Lombax named Rivet.
Clank! No. I need to go after that ship. How can I get off planet?
It's a test. Only royal starships are allowed to leave. Anything else? Phantom can help. Just follow the beat to Club Nefarious and you will find him.
Club Nefarious, got it. Oh, and nice work, Secret Agent Zircon.
This is so exciting.
Club
That's cool.
Nefarious shouldn't be hard to miss.
It kind of looks so
around.
cyberpunk, which it was. That's a good one. Looks like what cyberpunk wish it was. I like that one, Brian. Yeah, the environment looks great. It's just amazing to me growing up with games, like to see how far the capabilities have come.
That sounds like a club, all right.
Little 8-bit days to this.
Phantom, where are you?
Once Ratchet finds Phantom, he learns a couple of new moves.
Oh, cool.
One of the focal points of gameplay in Rift Apart is increased mobility. Ratchet can now dash and wall run to traverse levels.
Oh.
This focus on mobility allows players to chain moves together to create exhilarating combos.
Like Indiana Jones style.
Now let's jump into combat.
A nefarious day spa. If you can distract these troopers, I'll hack Nefarious's propaganda blimp and give this city a message it'll never forget.
Looks easy enough.
This isn't punishment. It's an opportunity.
Dashing allows you to evade attacks or gain strategic advantages. Enemies can't hit what doesn't momentarily exist. Dimensional tears in the world allow you to use the Rift Tether, another new traversal mechanic to instantly pull yourself across battlefields to escape or flank enemies. Weapons in Rift Apart utilize the power of the DualSense wireless controller's adaptive triggers and haptic feedback to allow players to really feel the power of their arsenal. For example, with the burst pistol, players can pull back the trigger partway to peck out accurately placed single shots. But pulling the trigger fully unleashes a rapid-fire spread that covers more area. In either case, players will feel each shot burst from the weapon and connect with enemies. With the Enforcer, players can pull the trigger down halfway to fire a single barrel, reducing time between reloads. Or pull the trigger fully and unleash both barrels with a devastating close-range attack. Thanks to the haptics, the player will feel the power of their shots through their hands. Let's move ahead a little bit. As Ratchet attempts to follow Rivet and Clank, he encounters a nefarious juggernaut.
Second line is a density wall.
Where did you even come from?
Please stand still.
During this fight, more dimensional chaos ensues. Thanks to the power of the SSD, we can near instantly teleport players to completely different locations. This isn't some small arena being loaded, but the entire level from a different planet. Let's jump over and see what's going on with Rivet and Clank. As you may have guessed, Rivet is a brand
Day
new
one?
playable
Oh yeah,
character
dude.
in the
Ratchet and Clank's
series.
day one for me.
Where are
Day
you
one.
taking me?
I was already interested in
I
this.
was gonna take you to my hideout. But first, I gotta rescue my friends at their gelatonium factory.
Rift Apart includes several alternate dimension versions of classic planets from past games.
See, I won't get the nostalgia like some people. It's my first Ratchet and Clank game.
Great! There's a secret.
Did we mention how stunning and alive our worlds are? Thanks to the power of the PS5 and the 3D audio, we've been able to create alien planets with an immersive density like never before. Let's check it out.
Speedles, yeah.
Still feel like
That's
3D
where I'm
audio's
gonna
good.
ride one. Soon
I've
as
tried
I can
it.
get
It-
close enough.
Back
I mean,
to Ms.
it's
Zircon,
nice.
the weapons vendor.
Whoa. This
not
wasn't
that
what was
much
in my
different.
account last time.
Oh, that is because I added our mutual friend on Nefarious City.
Okay.
In Rift Apart, you get to play with an explosive new arsenal, as well as a few returning classics.
You will be missed, sweet thing.
Here's another example of how we're using the DualSense. With the Topiary Sprinkler, players will feel resistance in the trigger as they prepare a throw of this garden grenade. Once on the ground and spitting out its rapid growth plant fertilizer, players will also feel when enemies have been topiaried and are ready to be trimmed down.
Where's that Speedle going?
It appears some dimensional distortion is emanating from that cave.
In addition to rift tethering and dimensional shifts, there are also many pocket dimensions scattered throughout the game.
And the last Speedle runs into that rift thingy.
Interesting. You must have a rift tether in your glove, too.
All right, Smarty Bot. What is this place?
A dimensional pocket? Perhaps a symptom of the Dimensionator's destruction.
How do you come up with this stuff? Hey, it's Maynard, the Mortis helper bot. Must have wandered in through the rift somehow.
There is the Speedle.
No, don't hide! Ah!
Hitting its nest might get its attention.
Well, hello there. Gotcha!
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Maybe Maynard can lead me to the Morts.
Oh.
Now, if we could get away from this acid.
Come on, Maynard! Let's find the Morts!
Riding Speedles is one way of traversing Sargasso's acid swamps, and to do so quickly.
Excuse me!
Look out!
I got it! See? Sometimes I don't crash. Stop! There's the gelatonium factory. I'm coming, Morts.
We didn't follow that Lombax and his Robopet across dimensions just to get stopped by some fuzzballs. So you got like 9.5 seconds to tell us where they're at. 1.
Hang on there now.
If you watched our previous gameplay demo, you may recognize the Goons for Less. This rebranded gang has been hired by Dr. Nefarious to attack Ratchet and Clank, and are now also trapped in Rivet's dimension. Here's another new weapon. The Shatter Bomb is a frag-type grenade that deals a lot of damage to your foes. With haptic feedback, each explosion feels incredibly impactful.
You can find a Lombax.
It's hard when they talk about the controller stuff. You really gotta feel the DualSense controller.
Perhaps they were sucked through the
I don't think it's built to last, but while it lasts, DualSense controller.
Vengeance in my head is freaking hard!
This is just a small taste of some of the early gameplay in Rift Apart, but there is so much more. We have open areas to explore. Dimensional Clank puzzles. Glitch challenges. Arena challenges. Aerial combat.
Oh, that looks sick.
Gold bolts to collect. Pocket dimensions to explore. Armor to obtain and use in the first ever Ratchet and Clank photo mode. And giving more people access to playing our games is always important to us. As such, Rift Apart will offer a slew of accessibility options. We'll reveal more about this soon. Experience Rift Apart's new planets, weapons, intense high-action combat, and near-instant load times, all with some of the best visuals we've ever created.
How about that, huh?
Insomniac Games.
Rifts are getting out of hand.
On behalf of all of us at Insomniac Games, thank you for watching.
Damn.
We'll see you in the Omniverse on June 11th.
Damn, does that look good?
That's our show. We explored the depths of an alien ocean.
Wow.
Got a first look at Among Us on PlayStation and zipped across space and
the other
time
games
in
or whatever.
Ratchet and Clank
We've seen
Rift Apart.
Subnautica before. We know what Among Us is. Damn.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Wow. Little extra trailer.
Ratchet and Clank! What a wonderful surprise!
What do you want, Nefarious?
We're going to a dimension where I always win!
Clank? Where am I? A Lombax?
Who are you?
I'm Rivet. Let's go for a ride.
Wait, I have to find my friend.
Emperor Nefarious, you have returned.
Yes! Emperor!
Clank.
Huh?
You're Nefarious. He looks a lot like mine. Evil like him, too. And that Lombax.
I'm coming, Clank.
If we do not get the Dimensionator now, we may lose every dimension. Oh my.
Oh. Yes, Mr. Lemon. They said it at the very beginning. That's it, I think. PlayStation. All right. That's it. So, thoughts. Just in the very beginning, the Subnautica and Among Us thing, I don't really know why those were part of the State of Play. They should have just said this was a Ratchet and Clank only State of Play. They did tell us we were going to see a lot about Ratchet and Clank beforehand, to be fair, but I don't think we really needed Subnautica and Among Us in there. One, Among Us doesn't need advertising, in my opinion. They could just tweet out, hey, we're on PlayStation now, and people would be excited. Subnautica, I understand getting the advertising, but it's one of those situations where when you're going to take a majority of the time to focus on one game, by the time you get to the end, people kind of forget that you even talked about Subnautica in the first place, right? That was one of the complaints about one of the E3s when there was so much Smash Bros. Stuff in Nintendo's E3 presentation. You kind of forgot by the end of it any of the other games they talked about because they spent so much time on Smash. You can't blame them. Smash is a big deal, but and Ratchet and Clank's a big deal. So Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I have never played a Ratchet and Clank game. As I have probably well documented on this channel, I grew up playing Nintendo games. I've been playing Nintendo games my entire life. I have dabbled a little bit in some Xbox stuff, so I played Halo and some other games. But I really haven't dabbled much into Sony's franchises. When I got the PlayStation 5, I beat Astro's Playroom. I have beaten Sackboy, and I am currently in the midst of beating Miles Morales. And then we'll see what I play after that, because I have some of the PlayStation 4 games downloaded on PS Plus. Shout out to Brian C. in the chat who bought me. He didn't have to, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. He bought me a year of PlayStation Plus, so I downloaded a bunch of the great PlayStation 4 games. So I'll be slowly going back to those. I got Last of Us Remastered downloaded, and a few others that we're going to dive into. And I'll eventually play Last of Us Part 2 as well, but I figured I should probably play that remastered of the original first, since I've never played it. So I'm slowly working my way through. I'll probably be done with Miles Morales here probably in the next week, or something like that. But yeah, I'm really excited for, well, it kind of depends, because we obviously have Pokemon Snap coming out, and that's going to eat into my time too. Although I don't know, I want to get Pokemon Snap day one. I have a little, we'll see. I'll probably end up getting it day one. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I'm pretty excited about Ratchet and Clank. I think it looks so good. And as they said, I guess it's a great game for people who have never played Ratchet and Clank to start with. And that makes me excited. Having a game that's just good to start in a franchise with, for someone like me who is just starting into that franchise. We'll see if it makes me want to go back and play the prior games or not. One thing I wanted to toss out there before we go is I'm going to put a link to our E3 pre-show stream that's going to be happening out on June 12th, of course. So you guys can set your notifications for that and put a link in the chat to it. So you can not miss any of our giveaways, not miss any of our crazy competitions, not miss your opportunity to play against Eric and I for prizes, not miss any of the special guests we're going to have on, not miss any of our live reactions to all the crazy news that's going to happen during E3. I promise it's going to be a lot cooler than this little setup here. You see this little setup? Let me go back to it. What's this one? This is nothing. This is not what you're getting for E3. You are getting so much more. Just like this is not going to be your main camera stream for E3. This is not what you're getting. We have a fully built out practical set, practical background elements, rotating imageries, rotating stuff, crazy things happening on screen. We have professionally made stream layouts for you guys. Whole bunch of crazy stuff happening. None of this just whatever I tossed together quickly for this event. This isn't me trying to not give Sony my full effort and attention. It's more so that E3 to me is a special thing. It's like Christmas for gamers. Sony's not participating. That's not my fault. If they did participate, they would get the same awesome coverage we're giving to Nintendo and Xbox and Capcom and Square Enix and everyone else who's there. Do your kids play PlayStation 5? I heard the hard drives was tiny. It's a 860, 850 gigs. I can't remember exactly how many are available. It's really what they really mean is it's a 1 terabyte hard drive, but you have the redundancy on top, which knocks it down to 800 or something. So my kids do play PlayStation 5 a little bit. They play Astro's Playroom. That's my daughter's favorite game on PlayStation 5, and my son's my youngest son doesn't really play PlayStation 5 much. My older son, he plays he likes Sackboy a lot, so to be expected. I'm not surprised. Aiden also really likes playing on Xbox on Game Pass. I got a bunch of games downloaded off Game Pass on the Xbox. In fact, my Xbox Series X is full. So that's a thing. Granted, at least I can buy an expansion card for it, but my Xbox Series X is technically full right now. Check the chat here. Rip chat. Few minutes. What? You got a question? Says Bubba. Will you do vlogs someday? Please tell me you will. So we have done some sporadic vlogs in the past. When we've gone to E3, we've usually done like a mini vlog series every time we're at E3. Obviously E3's at, it's all digital, so there won't really be any vlogs for it. But yeah, this is kind of crazy because for our E3 show, Eric and I are going to be doing practice runs. I don't think I've practice run anything I've ever done at this channel. But we're doing practice runs where we're acting like we're live. And we're just, we're going to be playing games against each other, pretending we're doing the giveaways and handling that. Like, literally, we're doing practice runs for E3. I've never in my life done practice runs before. So, man, I'm excited. But Ratchet and Clank, man, looks great. Indies that were shown, Among Us. They only showed 3 games. Really, they showed 1 game, and they just gave, commercials quick for 2 other games. Let's see here. So I don't really plan to do vlogs. Vlogs aren't a thing that's going to happen anytime soon. "2016 Ratchet and Clank's part of the PS collection." Okay. Yeah, so if I end up loving Rift Apart, maybe I'll go back and play the 2016 one. We'll see. Banished from Kenosha. Yeah, I got a Series X, a PlayStation 5, and a Switch. Series X. I don't know how hard it is to get Series X because I got my pre-ordered in person. Bro, never read console companies' live comments. People complaining about them doing what they said they would do. Yeah, there was one person in our chat that's like, are they really only going to show Ratchet and Clank? That's what they said it was about, was Ratchet and Clank. It would be like going to a Zelda 35th anniversary direct and then complaining they're only showing Zelda games. It's like, what were you expecting exactly? Expecting Mario Odyssey 2 to show up? They did what they said they were going to do. Do these things need to be called state of plays? I don't know. I feel like that's the confusion that happens. It was happening last year with the partner directs. There's this confusion with what the hell state of play is, because state of play has done full-on Nintendo Direct goodness, dozens of games, showing a bunch of really cool stuff, ending with a big announcement. There's been state of plays like that. Then there's also been state of plays that are like this. Now, Nintendo has dedicated game directs as well, but they don't just call it state of play. What's the name of the name of the stream is State of Play, April 29th, 2021, not Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart State of Play, which is what it should be called. They just call it the Mario 35th Anniversary Direct, or the Pokemon Direct, or the Zelda Direct, the Xenoblade Chronicles Direct. That, I think, you can keep the State of Play branding, but then, put it in the title of the actual thing. By just calling it State of Play April 29th, 2021, even though they just did what they said they did, I think for some people it's kind of it's confusing. It's confusing branding, right? Because not everybody checks beyond the headline. Oh, there's a new State of Play. And that's what people have time to see in their Twitter feeds or whatever. They don't realize that it's just about one game. Maybe they would if they would have said Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart State of Play. Just a kind of tip for Sony. Also, do you want to see your future predictions of your channel? Do I want to see future predictions for my channel? What are you talking about? Are you offering your predictions for the future of my channel? Sure, you can give me your predictions for the future of my channel. You're on your second account? I want to show you it. Here it is. I get predictions from Social. What is it? Social Blade. Social Blade gives me a prediction. If I go to socialblade.com, whoops, if I can spell it right, I don't go there very often anymore. Not ever since they don't get the live updates and stuff. And I go to Nintendo Prime, I could see that what is it? My channel grade is a B minus. Let's see here. I got 20,000 views yesterday. Cool. Let's see. So future projections. You can click there on Social Blade, and then it'll say like I'll hit 100,000 subscribers in 1 year and 8 months. You know, stuff like that. According to Social Blade. If I resume streaming in a few months, I'll donate small amounts. As I said, I'm live for E3. That's like the next time I can guarantee I'll be live. I'll probably be live in between. We got to do some test streams. I got to test out my Stream Deck. So you guys, I got this Stream Deck. It's not really set up yet. I got to do some test streams with that and making sure my scene switching works and all that jazz. I did not know there was going to be a State of Play. Yeah, they announced it earlier this week. Top 5 Nintendo franchises. You really want to hear my top 5? It's pretty lame. Like, it's just the popular IPs. Zelda, Mario, Pokemon. There's your top 3. Metroid. Probably. I was going to say Kirby, Kid Icarus, Smash, Fire Emblem. Probably Fire Emblem's probably in my top 5 for right now. But, like, again, these aren't, like, controversial picks, you know? What are your thoughts on the $10 price hike from Sony? Going from 60 to 70? I think Sony knows they can get away with it, so they did it. That's all it is. Sony knew people will buy their games at a premium, so they did it. That's it. That's all it is. They'll give you arguments about increasing, because we're on new technology, we have increasing developer costs and blah, 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 which has been true for every single new generation ever. Every new gen system has increased developer costs because you're dealing with more power, bigger teams, bigger expectations, bigger games. I mean, look at Rift Apart, then go back and look at the first Ratchet and Clank. I mean, clearly bigger budget, bigger team, more effort, more money to make. So that's true every generation. So really, they increased it because they thought the market could bear it. You charge what you think the market will pay. The PlayStation 5 is selling out. The PlayStation 5 has sold 7.8 million systems. The PlayStation 5 might end up being the best-selling PlayStation ever. I don't know if it's going to pass PS2, but it's going to be over 100 million easy. They know their exclusive games that are selling 5, 10, 15, they're selling Nintendo-like numbers, right? They're selling huge numbers. They know they can charge $70 and people will pay it. The market's not going to deny them at $70. So they know it. So why not make an extra $10 per game? Nintendo could probably do the same thing. Thankfully they're not, but they could. Could Nintendo charge $70 for Breath of the Wild 2? Yeah. And it would still sell millions. But they're not going to. I mean, there might be a special edition or something, but DJ Khaled, we the best. Oh, I'm gonna get a copyright claim for that one. I called Miss Cleo with Henning was 9 young, and the first thing they said was, "When is your birthday?" My birthday? My birthday's in July. I want Nintendo to launch the next Switch, only a more powerful tablet, so that they don't spend making new Joy-Con, more wires. Imagine they invest only in hardware. That are my thoughts. So you want Nintendo to launch a new Switch, so like the most powerful Switch they can possibly make, which would end up being like $1,000. But like not invest, so they don't spend money in new Joy-Cons. But they need new Joy-Cons. So you want like the most powerful tablet ever, but you want shit controllers? Come on now. That is part of hardware. The Joy-Cons are part of hardware. I mean, I'd be willing to buy a $1,000 Switch, but I don't think that many other people would. So I have not played the Miitopia demo, so I have not seen any of the craziness, Luke. Oh yeah, the price hike's not going to change. DLC, microtransactions, loot boxes, those aren't going away. Those are going to be here as long as it's illegal to do it. Some countries it's not, and EA is in some lawsuits right now about it. You'd save up for a 1K, says Jesus Freak Prime. I'd save up for a 1K Switch. Again, there would be people that would buy a $1,000 Switch. That's like top tier, best of the best mobile specs you can get. But I don't know that that's realistic for Nintendo. They're not going to see mass success with something like that. I mean, maybe if they could release it with a cell phone model where people pay per month, but the Mii Maker Miitopia is insane. Is it like the most advanced Mii Maker ever? I mean, people have always done crazy things with the simplistic Mii Maker tools before. But, yeah, I'm sure people are making some crazy Miis. If they've expanded the tools. I've never cared about Miis. I'm going to be honest. I've been using Mii since the very beginning, back on Wii, right? That was like the first time. I just don't care about them. They're just avatars. I don't care about avatars. I just don't. Like when I go into like Madden, right? And they're like, "Oh, you need to create your own character." So it could be like some avatar. I don't need an avatar. Just let me play the damn game. I'll make my character if I go into a story mode or a mode in the game where like I'm trying to create a character and go through a journey. I don't like in Miitopia. I get it. You make your own Mii, so yeah, it should have an like. I just don't care. Like, people get all in a tizzy sometimes, like, when you go into games like Mass Effect, and, it doesn't have the options I want, or it doesn't have the things I want to change in my character, though. I don't really give a shit. I spend 99% of the time never looking at my character anyways. I just don't care. I just don't care about avatars. I don't care about that stuff. You can give me a pre-made one, and I'm good with that. Give me a Mario. Give me a Link. I'm good. I don't need customization. But I'm not against people that want it. That's a personal preference. I don't care. They could have gave me some randomized Mii, and I would have been fine with it in Miitopia. Yeah, Jesus freaks. I spent 1+ hours in customization. Yeah, I just don't care. I think that's a waste of time. But that's everyone's personal preference. What I do with games is not what other people have to do with games. I ain't got time for that. I'd rather spend my time playing the game. But for some people, it really cares. They really want to personalize their avatars and personalize their characters. Nothing wrong with that. I just don't have that time. That's more like a me thing. I don't have that time as a gamer anymore to do that kind of stuff. So I just stopped caring about it. It's only just a dream. All right. Well, that's our reaction. I got to go. I got to keep getting work on this studio. I got so much to do. I got to find out if the Packers traded Aaron Rodgers because he wants out. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys had a good time. Again, I'll put a link to it again. Check out our E3 stream. Set your notifications. You're not going to want to miss it. We're giving away a ton of stuff. We're having a lot of fun. We're live reacting to everything Greg Miller says out of his pretty face. All right, folks. I'll catch you guys in the next video.